Anyway, so we started talking about things, and I'm like, well, how do I get out of this trouble? Because my brother died, and I started going into all these, I'm not studying, and I'm not doing anything at school, and I'm hanging out with bad people, and I'm doing all these, these things. And the old man just says, listen, he says, I just want you to find one thing that you can do that's going to help you, and it's going to help other people. One thing that you can build yourself up and not tear yourself down. One thing that you can not hurt anybody with, where you're not taking stupid risks. Just one thing. So I'm young, I'm 16, right? I have no idea what I'm gonna do. But I was reading this article in Sports Illustrated. Who here is old enough to remember this coming out? Yes? Do you remember it? So Tony Manders was the highest paid offensive lineman ever to come out of the NCAA. All right, so back in like 1989, he was 6'6", 315 pounds. He could bench press 2 1/4, 37 times. He could run 40 yards in 4.65 seconds, and he was just killing people on the field in the NCAA. And then he got drafted to Green Bay. And he actually was a bust when he got to Green Bay, but at this time I had no idea. And I saw this guy and I started reading articles, and I'm like, this is amazing what this guy is. Like, this guy's just a stud, right? Like, he was powerful. And that's what I wanted, right? I needed that power. Like, I wanted it for me. So I'm looking at this, and I go to my dad, and I've got the magazine. I said, Dad, I found it. I know what I'm gonna do. And I'm excited, right? Because we can do this. Like, he said, if you find one thing, I will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that you get the opportunity to build that. That's what he promised. I will go to the ends of the earth. And he went out, pulled his car out of the garage, started building a gym in the garage. He bought a car for my brother so we could transfer school. So I was driving from Southey to Regina. Probably you don't know where Southey is. Maybe a couple of you do, but it's about 50 minutes from Regina. So we'd go into this school that had a football team. It was a Catholic school. He was happy with that. So we start going in and I start playing football with his team. So he's paying for gas. He's paying for, he's bought the car. He's putting the gym in. He said ends of the earth, right? He starts stacking the fridge. It's just milk, cheese, like just anything to put weight on, right? And I start training. And it literally, one thing, find one thing and see what happens. And all of a sudden I started studying, God forbid, and I stopped acting like a jerk to people. Like I stopped acting like I had a chip on my shoulder. Because when I started playing football, I loved football, man. They gave me a helmet and shoulder pads and they just said, just hit the guy with the ball. Because there's something about that. And when you're hurt and angry and you're a kid and you need to put it somewhere, all of a sudden my life started getting positive.